Hello, my name is Trydar. Today I'm going to be showing you how to build a Roman greenhouse in Minecraft. Let's get started. Now, as with all things Roman, our greenhouse here is done in the Corinthian order. It also contains a lot of glass, as a greenhouse should. The Romans did have glass, but they didn't really use it on this sort of scale. I'm not aware of any examples of an actual Roman greenhouse, so this is sort of a Roman style of a greenhouse. Of course, greenhouses are very important to us in Minecraft, because we want to be able to farm our crops in peace without having to fight mobs and having animals trample them all the time. So, for that purpose, I have constructed this greenhouse, not only for you, but also for myself. So, this is the design of farm that I like to build for myself in survival. I like to make these 2x2 rows for however much length you want to have here. And I like to divide them up like this, so when I go along and punch the crops and harvest them, I can just go beside the wall here, and I don't have to worry about getting out of line. In other words, you can just point into the wall here, harvest your crops in a row, and then turn around and go the other direction. And of course, in between here, we have some glowstone to light things up, and underneath the glowstone, we have the all-important block of water to hydrate our crops and everything. And this is designed to give you a good amount of food. I think this amount of farms should be enough to not only keep you from starving, but also to give you a good amount to trade with some villagers if you want to. This is also a good sized if you have like a server or something and you want to sell your surplus crops to them, you can certainly do that. Of course, being a greenhouse, it has to be mostly glass, which lets us see through a lot of it, so we can get a lot of sunlight in, even though in Minecraft we don't technically need that, but it is nice to have. And on the interior, you can see with the ceiling, what we have done here is we just have a standard barrel vault that I have made out of glass, which of course is supported on some rows of Corinthian columns and several arches, like so here. And of course, in between those, we have some nice detailing of diorite rib vaulting up there in the glass. So I think that this is a nice, attractive greenhouse design for you. So hopefully you will enjoy building it. And if you do want to build it, the list of materials is pretty good for this one. So what you will be needing for this is going to be 1,488 blocks of diorite, 1,570 blocks of cobblestone, 30 blocks of water for the crop hydration, 8 oak tree trunks for just over the doorway there. If you want to have something different, you can dispense with those. For the roof, we need 196 blocks of cut copper, aged all the way down. If you want, you can use the waxed one if you want as well. 178 cobblestone slabs, 350 blocks of dirt. That's how much we're going to have for our crops. 4 oak doors, 282 cobblestone stairs, 30 blocks of glowstone, 440 stone bricks, 508 stone brick stairs, and for all the glass, we need 962 blocks of light blue stained glass, and 480 blocks of light blue stained glass panes. So, all told, really not too bad at all. This should be quite doable in survival. In fact, I need a copy of this built in my own SMP world that I'm going to be trying to do as a follow-on to this video. So firstly, in order to make it for myself in my own world, I don't really remember exactly all the patterns, especially when they get up here. So I'm making this video also for myself, and hopefully there will be a part 2 or so where I do as much hand-holding as I can, and we build the entire thing in a survival setting, so hopefully you will enjoy that. Before we get on with the phases, though, I want to mention that this thing is, of course, modular, as are a lot of my designs. So if you look here in the middle, you can see this module here, as outlined by these dividing arches right there, is just the same as that one here. And I've indeed taken a copy of it and put it over here so you can see the module in question. And if you want to, what you can do is you can either delete this module and make a 3 bay wide greenhouse if you want a little short one, or if you need a bigger one, you can add modules in the middle here and pretty much as many as you please. As many of these as you feel like building to give yourself a different sort of greenhouse. You can make several different greenhouses if you want to do sort of like vary the height, like or rather the length of the greenhouse. You can make like 3 wide and build it that way, or you can make like a 5 wide and then build it off this way at a 90-degree angle. If you want more greenhouses, or just put them side by side for the 4 bay if you want to as well. It's not too bad, I think. So let us begin the tutorial proper. Now, the dimensions for the build are as follows. It is 26 blocks wide by 49 blocks long with this model, and 26 blocks tall, all the way down here to the detailing up there at the top. Of course, that is an odd number wide, as you see, because we have double doors. And I really wanted to have the double doors here because it fit in with the length of the crops that I have in the middle, because it's designed to fit 5 of these little crop rows, the 2x2 crop rows, like so. The 2x2 crop rows like that. And what we will, of course, be building first are the crops. So you can be growing some food while you want to do this. Of course, so what you want to do first is you want to lay down a big rectangle of 26 by 49 of cobblestone stairs, like this here. Big rectangle like that. And then behind that, you just want to put a layer of stone bricks. And then behind that, for, what is it, 1, 2, 3, you want to put a big rectangle of cobblestone. And I think it's going to be 4 right there for that. All right, now I think you can fairly clearly see the scheme we have with the crops here. Of course, you want to place your water blocks right here, and then a little bit of diorite. Then you want to count for 8 blocks. I think that's the maximum distance for hydration. And then place another one, then another 8 blocks, another block of water, so on and so forth, all the way until you get down to the other end here. So I will let you go ahead and do that. You can go ahead and place all your 350 blocks of dirt and your water and change them to farm fields, and you can go ahead and plant something if you want to. All right, now let us go on to the next phase. Now I should remark as we go, I thought that the full blocks and the panes were going to be a little difficult to see on the tutorial. They're glass. They have to be somewhat transparent. But I thought they were going to be difficult to see. So the red wool here, or rather the red coral, the fire coral, that is going to be a full block of light blue stained glass here. That is what this block represents. So every place you see a red wool block here, you want to have a block of light blue stained glass. Now, the same, every place you see some green wool right here, this is where you want to place the light blue stained glass panes. So as you can see, all the windows, we are going to be alternating those, pretty much. Like here. So we can get this nice tessellated pattern in our windows here. It gives a lot of depth to our windows without having to actually have a lot of depth, because we have the panes for these, we can do that. That's only on the side windows, and this window right here, this big main window. When we get to the roof up here, we can't really keep that pattern. So we are just doing a standard full block of glass up there. All right, so for the farm fields, you can finish those off if you want to. Every place that you have placed a block of water, like so, you want to place a block of glowstone above that. Or if you want to, if you have some, you can place some sea lanterns there, and that would also be appropriate. Or perhaps some of the new shroom lights. Or some of the, I don't remember what the new swamp lights are going to be called. The name escapes me, but whenever those come out, you can use those as well. Just whatever you want to for whatever light source you have. And in between those, just build up 8 blocks of diorite, and then a light, then 8 blocks of diorite, and so on and so forth, all the way across your farm fields. Of course, as I said, I like to do this because I don't really have to worry about drifting off out of line. I can just harvest all the crops efficiently in a straight line. And when I'm walking back, I can just reverse and then plant the crop back in the same direction. And then back here, I can go to the other side here, harvest the crops down the line, and then plant it as I go back this way. Pretty efficient, I think, for farm design. Of course, I mean, you can always set up one of those automatic villager farm things, but I actually really like harvesting my own crops in Minecraft. It's one of the small joys, I think. So here for the sides, now we're going to start placing the foundations for the rest of the greenhouse itself. We completed the farm fields and everything, so we're going to start placing the blocks, as you can see right here. So what you want to do, you can go ahead and place your double doors there, if you want to. And then we want to place a bit of cobblestone here, and then some stone bricks and a bit of diorite and some of our light blue stained glass blocks, and then a pane, and then a block. And you want to follow this pattern here. What we're doing is we're laying down the base right here of all of these Corinthian columns that are, of course, holding up our greenhouse is what we're doing here. And this is mostly made out of cobblestone. So you want to follow this pattern here, like so. And this is also a repeating pattern. If we look at here, you can see we have this window here is just the same as that one, and that one. And all 10 of these columns are exactly the same. Once you build one column, you want to build 10 more, exactly the same. Only the intercolumnation distance is going to be variable. Because here we only have one block, right here, because we have a lintel. But we can have 3 blocks here because we have an arch. And you can space your columns farther apart in general when you have an arch on top of them than when you have a lintel. And you want to repeat that design all the way down the greenhouse, and then turn the corner and build this pattern here again. And of course, this pattern on this end is just the same as this pattern back here on this end. Because if we split our greenhouse like down the middle, just right down the middle, right there, this half over here is the exact same as that half over there. And conversely, if we split our greenhouse down the middle the long way, if we split it including this door right here, and we split it at this door right there, then this half of the greenhouse is symmetrical to this half of the greenhouse here. So as we go, once you get 1/4 here of this greenhouse built, the other 3/4 are going to be exactly the same as you see done here. All right, so let's move on to the next phase, where we are going up one more block. Every phase in this tutorial, we're going to be going up one block higher than the previous phase. Right there, so we've already built this, so we can use that as a guide to come around here and build this phase. So you've got your doors in. Now we want to finish the base of the columns here with our stairs, stone brick stairs, right there. Then turn the corner. Every place you put cobblestone, you want to be building these stairs. And of course, you're building the windows behind those. We'll take a look at the exterior first, and then we'll come around and take a look at the interior after that. All right, there we go. Let's go back here and take a look at the interior. We just got some small detailing on the inside. Nothing too fancy. Of course, we have more column bases right here. But we don't have another stair extending off over here on this block because there wasn't room. I thought it looked better without the stairs and having the diorite be unbroken. Like this right here. All right. Let's take a look here at the next phase. So over our doorway, we want to have just a little bit of wood for lintel there. Some more full blocks and panes of stained glass here, remember. Full blocks where the red is and panes where the green is. And now we're building the first of our diorite column shafts. And if memory serves, these are all going to be 6 blocks tall, so if you want to skip ahead a little bit, wherever you see one of these, you can go ahead and extend it up for 6 blocks, like so. At the corner here, we're alternating the stone bricks with the cobblestone, though. Like that. Here a bit more of the window and the columns. And turn the corner here just the same as the front. Alright, now we can save a little bit of time now in the tutorial explanation. A little bit of detail here over the doorway. About the only thing we need to look at there. Here on the exterior though, you will notice you can now see a bit of the checkerboard pattern for the windows. So every place we want to place a full block, we want to alternate that with a pane and then reverse it on the next block level up. So as you can see here, this is exactly what we're doing with the windows, like so. And you want to do that for every window. Just follow the pattern that you laid down previously. Every place you see a block, put a pane on top of it. Conversely, every place you see a pane, put a block on top of that. And of course, extend all your diorite column shafts up another block. And same deal on the interior here as well. All right, next phase. Little detail over the doorway here. Just a little lintel, upside down stone brick stairs, both sides, like so. And same deal again on the last phase, except for this little corner here, where we put stone bricks. You want to alternate that with cobble. And here, you want to just reverse it again. In other words, what you did down here on this phase, you want to do it again. Up here, all along the building, like you see here. And this next phase, same deal. Did that again. Like so, with the glass and the column shafts. A little detail here over the doorway, though. Same detail on both sides of the door. For both doors. Alright, next phase, same deal. Glass and panes and column shafts, like so. All the way around the building. This is going to be the easiest part of the tutorial, I think, though. It's really repetitive. So, same deal again. Next phase, one block up, like so, all the way around the building. Alright, this level, we have now finished our diorite column shaft. These should be 6 blocks tall in total. And on top of that, we want to put upside down cobblestone stairs and then stone brick stairs on top of that to represent our acanthus leaves. And because, you know, Minecraft, this is as good as we can get in this particular scale for acanthus leaves. So here we see mostly completed front, like so. And then turn the corner. You want to do all the columns exactly the same and continue with the window pattern exactly the same. And also in here, it looks like I might be missing. Looks like I might be missing a pane or something. Right there. Yeah. Is it just that window? No, it's just some of these windows. Okay, that's a copy and paste error. So in these little voids here, you want to put an extra pane of glass. Like so. Like it is for these windows here. Like that, just to seal everything up. Of course, the same on both sides as well. On the interior, also, same deal for the interior columns. Except that it looks like I had a few stray panes of glass. We definitely don't need that there, there, or there. That's probably what happened to the pane of glass that was supposed to be in here. Looks like I probably misclicked, and because glass is so transparent, I just didn't see it. But you want to correct that on the model that you're going to be building here. Like so. Alright, next phase. More upside down stone brick stairs. Where every place you put an upside down cobblestone stair, go around and put an upside down stone brick stair. On top of that, and then glass behind that to fill in the walls, except for the corners here. Like so. Just fill in all of your columns and all of your glass. Like that there. Inside, same deal. Fixing these random blocks here. You have to fix that when I build my own model too. Alright, next phase. So we are done building our columns. And of course now we're going to be building a very basic entablature. On top of those, so you want to just connect everything with a big cobblestone lintel, like here, except in the middle where we're going to have a little arch, so that gets broken up. But just continue your glass behind that there. Cobblestone on the exterior. We want to have it overhanging one block right here. Continue your window here, your big window. But we're now capping off these small windows here. Like so. With 3 by 5 of cobble. And then a window. And then 3 by 5 of cobble. And then a window and so on and so forth. All the way to the corner. Like that. And then let's go back here. Of course, take a look at our main window here. Like that. And of course, details for the windows on the interior are the same as the ones on the exterior. Just like that there. Alright, next phase, a little bit of detail for this big round window that we have on either end, like so. And then, every place you put cobblestone on the exterior, you go around and slap some diorite on top of it there. Like so. And for just these cobblestone blocks are just filler blocks in the middle, because I like to build things solid. But you don't necessarily have to have them. Like so. Just continue your main window up with your alternating blocks and full panes. Or rather, full blocks and panes. Like that there. And of course the other end is the same, and the interior also like this here. Alright, not too bad. We're going to be finishing the entablature now. Detail for the main window right here. Now to finish off the entablature, it's just a very basic one. You just want to put a cornice of upside down stone brick stairs all the way around here. Of course, if you prefer, you can use polished andesite stairs. Actually, I think look quite nice as a replacement for stone bricks. I think I'm probably going to do that whenever I build my own version of this on the Atheon SMP server. Remember, we want that we're building arches now right here, so we want to have our diorite bend and go up, and we want to have a break in the cornice there because it also has to bend around there. Just build every one exactly the same, like so. And on the interior as well. It's just a little bit different. We have to squish it into the corner, which is 2 blocks right there. All right. Next phase, let's take a look at the main window here. Like that. And then here we are having, we want to have our cornice bend and a big arch all the way around the front. So because we can't turn stairs over and like have 90-degree stairs, we just put them on top of each other. But on top of the rest of the stairs, you want to go around and put cobblestone slabs on top of those to make it a little bit thicker, but also to prevent things from spawning and whatnot. And behind that, we want to use the first of our cut copper blocks, like you see here with some diorite details that we're going to have for decoration as well. Detailing here for the windows, like so, and then cut copper there, another window, and so on and so forth. Back to the corner at the back here, and detailing on the inside here. Almost the same as what we've got on the exterior. Up until now, the interior and exterior have been largely the same down here, but now they're going to start being different from each other. All right, next phase. Let's go over here, take a look at the window. Like that here. Detailing for the cut copper. Need to slow down on this just a little bit because we're getting to the round part of the barrel vault, so things are going to get a little complicated. Detailing here for this and the cut copper. We finished the arch over the window. Here, by the way, this should be the last of these side windows, by the way. That should finish that off there. Like so. And back here at the back corner. All right, on the interior though, things are going to be just a little bit different. We've got more glass because we're now building the round barrel vault for our ceiling slash roof of the greenhouse. Like so. And once you build one of those, you want to build the rest of them the same, putting the back corner back here. All right, here, detailing for the front. And right here, we just got a very little bit of cut copper, sort of a decorative edging, really, for the structure. I think the glass and the stone bricks and the cut copper go really well together with the diorite and everything. It's a really nice color palette, I think. Right there, and then build this one the same, and then that one, then this one, then that one, all the way to the back. Like so, just the same pattern, and we'll take a look now at the interior, though. So, detailing here for the interior. Like this here, we're finishing off these arches over the windows on the inside now, with their stone brick cornices and everything. Like so. And then we'll go on to the next phase here. A bit more of this window. Like this here. We've got a couple of slabs here, though, by the way, right there. A bit more of the roof here. All the way to the back. Take a look at the interior now. So alternate the diorite and the full blocks of glass like you see done here. We're just doing this one layer at a time, so it should be pretty easy for you to get the rib vaulting details, because all you're doing is laying down a single line and just getting the block spacing right. Alright, next phase right here. Detailing for the main window. A little bit of cut copper there. And some more detailing on the sides here. I think we're just placing a couple of blocks of diorite here, actually. And then those will be finished on the next phase, and then we will be focusing exclusively on the barrel vault. Alright, so let's take a look here now. So again, all you're doing for this one is laying down pretty much exactly what you did in the last phase, except you want to have it hang one more block farther in. Like so. Pretty easy. So here, we're finishing off this arch. You can follow the line of the diorite here. Or that arch. Right there. And of course, then we have a little bit of stone brick cornice on top of that, and a little bit of cut copper back here as well. And on the sides, we're finishing the sides off now with these little decorative things here, like so. They're not exactly acroterion. I suppose they're more like decorative finials that I like to use on my Roman builds. I think they look quite nice. So good news here for the roof as well. You're doing again the line with the glass and the diorite, except we have different spacing now. I did originally make these ribs more three-dimensional, but they block too much glass. So I went back and just put them into the glass instead of trying to make them stand out from it. I think the effect is better overall for that. And it's also a lot easier for you to build as a bonus. Alright, here we're in the home stretch now, just a couple of phases left. Detailing there for that. A few more slabs and cut copper. And we finished all these side things in the last phase, so we just need to take a look now. Here we're now hanging 2 blocks over, and you want to build your glass and your diorite according to this pattern here. Like so, and you'll notice once you build one of these, the other 4, I mean rather the other 3, 4 in total, are exactly the same. Alright. Next phase here. A little bit of detail. Our last little bit of cut copper we want to put here. And then on the top of this, you can see here, you just want to fill that over with a solid sheet of glass. And then put your diorite in a little X pattern like that here. Because if I can zoom out a little bit, and you'll notice here, see, the diorite is arranged in just a big X going across there, but it's bent into a barrel vault. And that's really all rib vaulting is when it comes right down to it. It's pretty easy to do in Minecraft. I need to do a dedicated tutorial just on that someday, though. Haven't gotten around to it. It's on the list. On the list. Next to last phase, right here, just two blocks of diorite on either end, like so. And then just put 2 more blocks here, 2 here, and then cover it with 2 blocks right there. Do the same on either end for this little decorative ring thing. And once you have done that, your Roman greenhouse will be complete. So I hope you have enjoyed the tutorial for the Roman greenhouse. Remember, this building is available for the entire world for both Java and Bedrock versions in the video description below. So if you have trouble with anything that I've done today, you can just take a look at the reference model for yourself in person. And I hope you have a lot of fun building your greenhouse. This should be highly useful to you in all of your survival worlds. I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.